Hey guys, I know I don't, no makeup, hair's not done, whatever. I got a heck of a surprise today. I took my dog out, and the dog barked a little bit in the backyard, and I didn't think nothing of it. And then I brought her back in, and I went to open my front door to see what the weather was like, and something about hit me in the face, and it was this. This was on my front porch, tied to this. My hush. So, the only person I know that could have done that would be Melvin, the guy I told you guys about when my dog died. My blood pressure is high, guys. I'm gonna be stuttering. But the one I told you about when my dog passed away, he paid for the cremation. Well, so I opened the card, and sure enough, it was Melvin. And you guys, I can't believe he did this. Now, in the past, he has brought me cupcakes on my birthday, and just been sweet and nice ever since I've met him. But he gave me a card, and of course it says Meals on Wheels driver in Melvin. But just I thought it was so cute. Of course, it has doggies all over it, and so the first thing on the box or in the bag, I won't lie, I already got into it. The first thing I didn't go as far as I didn't go any deeper than the top layer, which was unicorn cupcakes, and I already ate one. That was the first thing on the bag that I opened, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat one." So I figured I'd take one under the tape where you couldn't see it. But then I figured I'm not gonna lie to you guys, so I ate one, and they're really good. I love Kimberly's. Their cupcakes are so fluffy and light, and the frosting is not thick. It's real fluffy and light. I love it's Kimberly's Bakery. I love their cupcakes and their cakes. But so then I figure, well, I'll just open the rest of it on film and show you guys. Lots and lots of pretty tissue paper. Oh, very cool. Of course, he knows I spend probably 90% of my summer in the front yard. I have 6 gardens out there. I talk about them all the time. I have really not showed you guys much of anything in my gardens, but I have started planting this year. My left leg is really bad, and I mean really bad, so my gardening has gotten really slow, and I can only do a few plants at a time, and then I have to get in the house to take my leg off because it's so bad. My prosthetic guy will not do house calls anymore, but so my gardening has gotten really, really slow. I do a couple of plants, and then I come in the house for an hour and rest my leg. Then I'll go back out and do a couple more plants, and so on. But this year I tried to get out there as early as possible, because this year I grew so much. I have a lot of stuff that comes back every year, but I also did amazing things with seeds this year. I grew cucumbers, snack cucumbers, straight 8 cucumbers, red and yellow peppers, green pepper, peppers, not hot peppers. I can't do anything hot. My new neighbors are Indian descent or something like that, and they eat real spicy food, and they brought me this little tray of food. They wanted to use my driveway because they were having a housewarming party. So when he came over to ask if they could use my driveway, he brought me this big thing of food, and unfortunately it was all spicy food. But anyways, I'm probably gonna delete all that too, because now I don't remember where I was even going. But anyways, so I every time I record, guys, my cat gets right in front of me. It's the damnedest thing. I don't know if it's because I'm talking. He never hears me talk. I don't know what it is. Because I don't talk. I don't have anybody ever come here, and I don't ever talk on the phone. I have a new phone for about 6 months. It's never rang. So, anyway, so every time I start recording, this dang cat gets right in front of me. It's bizarre. You guys see and hear me talk about it on every video. I'm always petting the cat when I'm on video. But anyways, he knows I spend all my time in the garden. And this year I started from seed, 3 different cucumbers, five snack, 5 yellow and red peppers. Anyways, all kinds of stuff. And petunias, marigolds, everything by seed this year. I'm super, super stoked. So I have been going out there and putting plugs, the petunia plugs that I grew, and I think all I've done so far is petunia. Stop it, Motley. I'm recording. Don't scream. So planting all of my seed-grown flowers is exciting. That's right. I also planted 2 of my cucumber plants in the garden box. Anyway, so I spend a lot of time in my garden. I'm gonna dub a lot of that out, and so he knows that. So that's really cute. I can hang this on my door. Let's see what else here. I can't believe he did this. Oh, that's cute. Down in the bottom of the bag. The bag's real heavy, and I couldn't figure out why. I just seen why. Nice. I could use them too. I haven't been able to get new garden gloves in a couple of years, so this is handy. Oh, Mouse is loving on the balloon. You love that string, don't you? As soon as I brought this in the house, I let the balloon go and went up to the ceiling, and the dog started whining and barking at it. She's never seen a balloon or knows what a balloon is, but Mouse took right to the string. All right, what do we got here? Oh, wow. Very nice. All different seed packs. Tomato, radish, cucumber, carrot. I've never grown carrots. I'd like to. I love carrots. Turnips. I know what those are, but I've never had one. Large red cherry tomatoes. That's another thing, too. I understand these 1,000,000%. Every summer, I grow a lot of vegetables because in the summer, that's basically all I eat. I don't do well in the heat at all. My whole life, it makes me very sick. When I go fishing, I can overlook the heat because I am addicted to fishing so severely. When I get the chance to go, you throw me on that lake, I don't care what time it is, I'm not coming in until I can't see my bobber anymore. It's bad. So there's times when Mike and I would go up north on vacation, and I would spend 15 hours, 16 hours a day fishing. We would come back and people thought we went to Jamaica or somewhere really big, because I would come back with this deep, deep tan. When I say I tan beautifully, it's spooky, because I will look like a completely different race when I come home. But anyway, so when I go out in my gardens and I'm out there for hours and hours and hours, and I just started growing all my own vegetables a couple of years ago, and I forgot where I was going with that train of thought, but I forgot where I was going with my train of thought, and the bird won't shut up, so I'm starting to get rattled. But anyways, I grow so much vegetables in the summer that I have overflow and it's going to waste. So I started giving some to my neighbor before he passed away. I'd give him a bag of tomatoes every week. And Melvin, I would give him tomatoes and cucumbers every week. So this year was going to be a surprise for him because I'm growing so much. I think I have, right here it is. I have 8 tomato plants. I'm sorry, no, it's 15 tomato plants. I have 8 pepper plants. I have 16 cucumber plants. 6 marigold plants, 5 foxglove plants, and 26 petunia plants that I grew from seed by myself. And my kitchen looks like a plant nursery right now. I'm not even playing. I went in my basement. I found all my grow lights. So my kitchen counter is filled with grow lights, and there's nursery beds all on my kitchen counters. And I found out that Mouse absolutely loves cucumbers. Not only the actual cucumber, but he loves the plant. I eat fresh snack cucumbers right out of the refrigerator all the time, and every time I take a bite, he hears the crunch and comes running and starts sniffing, and he wants to lick the cucumber. And then he found my cucumber plants in the kitchen, and he proceeded to eat about 12 of them one day. Demolished and ate 12 cucumber plants. Didn't just destroy them all over the house. No, he ate them. Left a leaf here and a leaf there, but he ate the plant. So I have to keep him away from my cucumbers. So now all my nursery beds in the kitchen are inside my lock and lock Tupperware with lids on them to keep the cat out. And I have to go in and take the lid off and put the lid on, take the lid off so that they don't get too moist in there. It's an issue because of the cat now. But anyway, so this is going to be handy. Although I've already done it this year and won't have time to plant these. It's too late in the season. But next year I'll have a big stock ready to go. So that's awesome. So I got gloves. How many are there? Let's see. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs of seeds. That is awesome. Yep. This is very cool. I have some planters. Maybe he saw them outside. I got it a long time ago, and they're wall-mounted planters, and I got 2 sets or 6 of them or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a long time. And I was going to mount 1 set of 3 on my outside wall of the house, and I was going to mount 3 in the kitchen or the living room. And they're white just like this. They're these. I just brought them up into the living room a couple days ago, so it's really weird that he gave me those, because these they mount on the wall, and I'm going to put my house plants. Another part of my kitchen is in my kitchen window is seedling or cutting nursery. I've got like 5 glasses on my kitchen windowsill. It's got cuttings of all my house plants in them, and they're all growing, and it's insane. So they got to be planted this year, so I'm going to do that too. But these, there's 4 of them in here, and they also mount on the wall. I don't know how, but apparently this comes off. It's got a watering system on it. Very, very cool. And there's 4 of them all together. That is so very neat. I'm trying not to cry right now. And that's it. I can't believe he did that. I'm blown away. It's been a long time since anybody's acknowledged my birthday. He got me cupcakes last year, so I can't say anybody. He's been the only constant in my life for a while. But Mike was kind of weird about stuff like that, you guys. He was not a big remember birthday kind of guy. And he didn't understand. For me, it was really hard. Here's a little bit of my history, guys, in my life. But it was really hard for me to have birthdays and stuff, and nobody acknowledge it, or nobody, say or do anything. Because my whole life, one, I've never had a birthday party. I'm 59 years old. I've never had a birthday party, ever. Not once, not ever. I've never been to a birthday. Not once, not ever. I've never been to a wedding. Not once, not ever. I've never been to any kind of party. Not once, not ever. My whole life. But I always made sure that anybody in my life, their birthday was celebrated. I always it was just something I did. And I didn't start, now having birthdays to me was a norm, but as I got older, it started to really get to me and drag me down a little bit. And now that maybe it's because I'm alone, but I've been alone a long time. So I don't know, but it's just been really difficult about my birthdays. It's been really difficult, especially not having anybody in my life. And when I did have Mike in my life, I would kind of have to remind him a lot about my birthday. When he did, remember, when he did do something for my birthday, it was usually really, really good. I mean, he would get me a very generous gift, or something like that. But I think one time, 16, 17 years ago, before we got together, he brought me something like this and tied it to the banister outside, the hand railing of my porch, tied up balloons and stuff. But I think it was his wife. I think it was his wife's idea. I think it was her packing the bag and sending it over. Because yes, he was married, and she passed away. But she passed away. But I think it was her that set up the bag and sent it over. Because she also would send over Easter baskets. I always thought that was great. I looked forward to those Easter baskets too. The older I'm getting, the more the sweet tooth is kicking in. Never had a sweet tooth in my life. Never cared for sugar in my life. But now I would kick somebody's butt for some cupcakes. I absolutely love. I can't believe he said he was going to do something for my birthday, and I figured he'll do the cupcakes because that's what he did last year. And then I opened the door and see this, and I didn't even see this. I went up to see what the weather was like. When I opened the door, the wind popped the balloon, or pushed the balloon right in my face. So it was a very funny, happy surprise. But I have a freshly painted pink front door, so this is going to look very pretty on the front door. I'm so surprised and so grateful. Like I said, never had my birthday really celebrated before, and we cannot have these, Kitty. It's just very, very sweet and surprising, and I wanted to show you guys. I just can't believe he did that. I wanted to show you guys because, all of my videos have been very sad and very upsetting, and just everything bad going on in my life. So something good happened, so I wanted to show you guys. Mouse is up on my stereo trying desperately to get this balloon. You better not pop my balloon out. I'll bust your butt. You guys can't see him, but he was leaning in hard trying to get that balloon. But anyways, something good happened. Hey, you chewed the string. He chewed the string. He broke it in half. But anyways, I'm probably going to double all that up. I'm boring you guys with all that stuff. Anyways, so I'm going to stop it here or delete all that out. But anyways, my gifts from Melvin absolutely stunned me. The man is such a sweetheart. I wish I wasn't so old. I don't know if he's married or not. I don't think he is. But if I wasn't so old, no. Anyways, but I am super, super happy he did all this for me. And I needed the gloves. I really needed the gloves badly. And the seeds will definitely be used next spring. But I just think he is such a sweetheart. And I'm about to eat another one of them cupcakes too because they're really good. The sun's trying to come out today. It'd be really nice if it did because I'd really love to get some more plants out there. But Melvin, I wanted to thank you. If you do see this video, you are the biggest sweetheart. He is such a sweetheart, guys. This was so unexpected. And it was such a neat feeling to see a birthday balloon outside my house, and everybody going by, because I live on a very busy street. Everybody going by could see it blowing in the wind. So it was neat. It was just neat. I act like a kid. I understand that, but like I said earlier in the video, I've never had a birthday party. I think I've had 2 birthday cakes in my whole life. Um, never birthday party, none of that stuff. So a balloon tied up in front of my house. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, everybody could see it was my birthday." And I was like, "Man, you act like an idiot." But I have my reasons. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna trim a bunch of this video down so you don't get bored, because I go off on 5 different tangents. But I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. All right, bye.